So, good morning, children. Today, the continuation of evolution we are going to discuss. So, we started the different theories. In that theory of special creation, we discussed theory of special creation. We discussed means God created the earth like that. Then we discussed the abiogenesis. We discussed or spontaneous generation. We discussed in last class. And today we are going to discuss about another topic that is called Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory. It's a very important topic. Observe very carefully. So, origin of universe. First, it is explain about origin of universe. Origin of universe as a singular okay huge singular huge explosion in physical terms okay, huge explosion happened. Okay, so the primitive earth what do I mention? The primitive earth no proper atmosphere. This is a word you should have to remember. Atmosphere. Okay, no proper atmosphere, but but consisted but consisted of what are the things are there at the time? Ammonia. One. Next, methane. Next, hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen. Then water vapor. Okay, so the climate of the earth is, next concept is the climate of the earth is, you believe or not, the climate of earth is extremely high. Okay, extremely high. And UV rays, okay, from the sun. UV rays from the sun split up water. Okay, split up water molecules into hydrogen. Very very important. Water molecule is divided in hydrogen and oxygen. Gradually, next point. Gradually, the temperature, what happened? The temperature cooled down. This one you have to remember. Okay, cooled, and the water vapor condensed. Condensed to form rain. So rain filled all the depressions. Rain filled all the depressions. Right now, what we are calling, you know very well. What you are calling, right? Filled all the depressions to form water bodies. So ammonia and methane ammonia, methane. Okay, in the atmosphere, in the atmosphere, combined with oxygen, combined with oxygen. Then what happened? Oxygen to form carbon dioxide and other gases. Other gases formed. Other gases formed. So here one more word we have. I am giving introduction. That is coacervates. What is this word? This is important. Coacervates. A large colloidal particle. Large colloidal particle. Okay, particles that precipitate. Precipitate. Okay, precipitate out in aqueous medium. Aqueous medium. Okay, aqueous medium are the first okay, pre-cells which gradually transform into what you called, you know very well, living cells. Transformed into living cells. This one you have to remember. Okay, so what we are going to discuss, the concept is the theory of special creation. We are discussing. Already we discussed, God created the life and earth according to the theory of special creation. God only everything. Okay, God only. According to Christians, Jesus created the earth. According to the Muhammad Prophet created the earth and life. According to Hindu, Brahma created the earth and life. Like that, this is the theory of special creation. Later, abiogenesis, life came from non-living things, like that the scientists said. But that is also not true. These all are not up to the mark believed. Later one theory came. What is the theory? A Big Bang theory. So origin of universe as a, how the universe happened, it seems, as a singular huge explosion in the physical terms. So huge explosion happened in this. Then universe formed. So because of huge explosion in the area, in that particular space, because of that the universe formed, like that they are saying. So we can't imagine that kind of explosion, a big huge explosion. Because of that the universe formed. So then after universe, you know very well, solar system formed, you know that. So in that solar system, the planets, different planets are there, you know that. So in the planets, one of the primitive speck, just one small particle, is our earth. The speck like small particle in the universe is earth. This earth is the primitive earth is no proper atmosphere. The primitive earth contains no proper atmosphere, but consisted of, the primitive earth consists of, what is it? Ammonia, methane, hydrogen, water vapor. What are the things in the primitive earth? Question will come. Ammonia, methane, hydrogen, water vapor. These all are there in that primitive earth. So the climate of the earth is extremely high temperature, very high. Temperature is very more, you know very well, and high temperature, high climate is there. But because of UV rays from the sun, the split up water molecule, is water vapor is there or not, that split up the water molecules into the hydrogen and oxygen. So gradually, automatically splitted, no? So gradually the temperature cooled down and water vapor condensed, then become rain. This rain filled all the depressions to form water bodies. Right now we are calling oceans, seas. Okay, like that. Because of rain, how rain formed? Because of gradual cooling down of the temperature, the water vapor become condensed form. Then rain started. Then that filled all the depressions to form water bodies like oceans and seas. So remaining gases, what are there? Ammonia is there, no? Ammonia, methane in the atmosphere combine with oxygen. This is another reaction. Ammonia and methane react with the what we called atmosphere combined with oxygen, then forms the carbon dioxide and other gases. So this is the one theory. What is this theory? This theory is called Big Bang theory. Simply you can remember huge explosion in the space. Because of that universe formed. Then coaservatives. What is this term? This is different. Large colloidal particles are the first precells. Large colloidal. How these colloidal particles precipitate off out in aqueous medium. So in the these are there no filled with all the rainwater filled in the depressions to form water bodies. In the water bodies, whatever large colloidal particles they are precipitate out in aqueous medium, come out from aqueous medium are the first precells. The coacervates are large colloidal particles are the first precells which gradually transform into living cells. This is the coaservatives. Coaservatives only precipitate out in aqueous medium. These coaservatives are precells which gradually transform into living cells. So this is one theory. The theory name is called what is called Big Bang theory. Okay, so this theory you should have to remember huge explosion. Okay, the next another theory is there, theory of biogenesis. Theory of biogenesis, that one we will be discuss. Theory of biogenesis means you know very well biogenesis, life came from life. So what they will tell, what are the concepts in that, what are the points in that, we are going to discuss right now. That is called theory of biogenesis. Next concept is theory of biogenesis. This points you should have to remember. Okay, so what is this point? Life arose. Okay, life arose from life. Okay, life arose from pre-existing life. Simply life from life. Okay, life from life you should have to remember. Okay, so refers to the biochemical process of biochemical process of the biochemical process of production of living organisms. Production of which one? Living organisms. Okay, this term, this biogenesis term given by this term, who given by the scientist Henry, very important, Henry Bastian. Henry Bastian. So according to the theory of chemical evolution, next theory of chemical evolution, this is also another important. The theory of chemical evolution, what here is telling, so primitive organisms, okay, in the primordial, very important, primordial environment of the earth evolved spontaneously Spontaneously, very important. Spontaneously means naturally. From which one it seems? Inorganic substances. Inorganic substances. These things you have to remember. Inorganic substances and what you called physical forces. Here the points you should have to remember. What are the physical forces? The physical forces such as what you called lightning. This point you have to remember. Lightning and UV rays. Okay, lightning and UV radiation, volcanic UV radiations. Next, volcanic activities. Volcanic activities. So because of that, what happened? So the life form like that they are saying. But confirmation we want, no? Then here one scientist came. Who is that scientist? Oparin. Okay, Oparin in the 1924. Oparin in 1924 suggested that, okay, Oparin 1924 suggested that, what he suggested? The organic compounds, okay, organic compounds, okay, could have undergone, organic compounds could have undergone series of reactions, changes happened. So this series of reaction, then what happened? The complex, because of series of reaction, they become simple molecules to complex molecules formed. And these molecules are called, you know very well, colloidal, what do you call colloidal aggregates. Colloidal aggregates, or another term is there, coacervates. Okay, coacervates. Next, coacervates. Okay, where in that, which medium I said? Aqueous medium. Remember this word, aqueous medium. Next, the one of the scientists. So coacervates. So next, Halden in the year 1929. Remember the years also. 1929. Primordial C. What he said? Primordial C is the primordial, or otherwise we can say primordial C served as okay, primordial C served as a vast chemical, okay, primordial C served as a vast chemical laboratory, okay, vast chemical laboratory, and powered by which one? It seems solar energy. Very important this word. Okay, power is important to generate the life. Okay, so power to the atmosphere was, so that time you know very well, atmosphere contains what? The atmosphere contains, you know very well, oxygen, okay, okay, and combination of CO2, and you know very well, NH3, okay, oxygen was oxygen free, and the combination of CO2 and NH3 and UV radiation, these all the things, what happen? UV radiation gives rise to organic, UV rays forms the organic compounds. Okay, I will show the picture, you know, these all the things will be explained in the picture also. So these things you should have to remember. So next one, what? Theory of biogenesis. Simple way to remember what he said. What is bio life? What is bio life. So life came from the life only. Theory is of biogenesis. What you are saying is, see, life arose from the pre-existing life. First point means already the life is there. That is only called life arose from the pre-existing life. Already there the life. From that life again life forming in the sense, that is called theory of biogenesis. So theory of biogenesis is biochemical process of production of living organisms. Biogenesis is a biochemical process of production of living organisms. Okay. So biogenesis term first given by the scientist Henry Bastian. This point is very important. Up to here, theory of biogenesis. Theory of biogenesis. The second one is theory of chemical evolution. Chemical, in the name itself answer is that, means the life originated from chemicals. So who and how? Primitive organism in primordial, so many chemicals, primordial environment of the earth evolved. So primitive organisms from where it seems? Primordial environment. Primordial environment means which have so many chemicals. So these primitive organisms from primordial environment on the earth evolved spontaneously, generally, naturally, by the help of those chemicals, chemical containing environment. From those chemicals, primitive organisms are evolved. From which one? Here the claim mentions, see, inorganic substances and physical forces. Inorganic substances means simply I can say chemicals. Okay, like ammonia, methane, like that, are physical forces. What are the physical forces helped at the time? Lightning. First one is lightning. Then UV radiation are the physical forces, and volcanic activities. Not only inorganic substances, and some physical forces like lightning and UV radiation and volcanic activities. All these all helpful. These all together, inorganic substances, physical forces togetherly forms which one? Primitive organisms. This theory, this concept proposed by Oparin in the year suggested that the Oparin 1924. How he suggested that, organic compounds, first organic compounds, because of series of reactions, these small simple organic compounds converted into which one? Complex molecules. From these complex molecules, colloidal aggregations happened. That happened co-acervatives. I said no, pre-cells in the aqueous medium. These co-acervatives only converted into living cells like later. So living cells later it will form. One more scientist came for do the research on same concept. Halden in the 1929. These years you remember. Oparin 1924. Halden. He said primordial sea served as a vast chemicals. Just now I said. So like that, so many chemicals like a laboratory, chemical laboratory. And that power what? Solar energy. Here also chemicals, here also chemicals. Powered by solar energy. And the atmosphere, the free oxygen, carbon dioxide, ammonia, UV rays, organic, all this oxygen, CO2, ammonia, because of UV rays, what happened? Organic compounds. From these organic compounds only life formed. Like that, who suggested? Halden. So both are togetherly called, what is the theory? Oparin and Halden theory are very very acceptable theory. Okay, accepted theory. Oparin and Halden theory, chemical theory. This is only the people are believing. Later, one scientist came. Who know that fellow? The scientist name is Stanley Miller. Stanley Miller came and he explained about the about this theory with experiment mode. With experiment mode. Okay. So next concept is how that all. Okay. These are all things we have to discuss. You see now. So the sea became a hot. Sea become a hot dilute, okay, hot dilute soup, okay, containing large amount of organic, large, okay, large populations of come on, tell, large populations of organic monomers, and polymers, okay. So monomers and polymers. So these monomers and polymers gained the which one, lipid membrane, then further first living cell. Because of that, what happened after gaining this organic monomers polymer, suppose this organic monomer polymer gained with lipid membrane. So what happened, first first living form or first living cells are formed. So Halden is there, no, he coined that one, prebiotic soup. What do you call that soup name is prebiotic soup. And it's a powerful symbol of the very powerful symbol, okay, powerful symbol of the come on, Oparin Halden view, Oparin and Halden view. So this is 1924 and 1929 they identified these all the things, okay. So Oparin and Halden independently suggested the primitive atmosphere was reducing. What they suggested, primitive atmosphere is reducing means you know very well, elimination of water and addition of hydrogens, okay. So energy supply is more so appropriate energy will be there. So energy supply that time is more energy supply, lightning or UV light, okay, UV light will be there. So that's why, because of that, more organic compounds are formed. So this is about what you called Oparin and Halden. So what they said, because of inorganic and organic chemicals only life formed like that, they said. What Halden said, primordial sea served as a chemical laboratory. So many vast chemicals powered by solar energy. So that atmosphere contains oxygen, CO2, NH3, UV rays. Because of these all chain chemical reactions, organic compounds formed. So what Halden said, C, come to the C. C is the hot dilute soup. This soup contains large population of organic molecules. The C hot dilute soup, not mutton soup or chicken soup. It's a hot dilute soup. Organic monomers are what you called monomers or polymers. They gained the lipid membrane, then forms the first living cell. So Alden said prebiotic soup is a power. Alden and Oparin said the prebiotic soup is the powerful symbol of the Oparin Halden view. So in 1924-29, the theory, what you called special theory, chemical evolution or chemical theory of evolution, explained by Oparin and Halden. So primitive atmosphere is reducing. Reducing means it will not oxidize. Reducing will eliminate the oxygen and gains the electrons. So that's why it is so much power they utilized for what, UV light, and UV light they reducing, no. Because of that, the UV light acted very effectively and forms the which one, organic compounds. So that is why these all the theories. First, what we discussed, special creation. Second, what, abiogenesis. Third, what, biogenesis. The fourth one, special creation. Okay, and special creation, chemical creation, chemicals from inorganic and organic compounds, life formed like that, Oparin Halden theories we discussed. So next concept will be discussed tomorrow. What is the next concept? You know very well. The Miller, Stanley Miller is a scientist, and geological time scale. What do you call? Geological. Next concept, tomorrow's concept is geological time scale. Okay, so I will ask the work from this. What are the theories? How many theories? What are the concepts of theories? You have to send as a homework. Okay, thank you very much. Tomorrow we will discuss with another concept, that is geological time scale. Thank you, students.